Oh, I didn't realize the mic was on. Hi, welcome! I literally left to go and feed my dog. I was like, I'm getting setting stuff up, and I'm setting the link and everything. I didn't realize my thing was on. Oh, we have ads going, okay. Actually, I'll give it a little bit longer. I think we're back. Alright. Okay. Welcome back to this. It's been a little bit. A lot came up, I guess, in my life. I didn't expect to get super busy, not have time to stream again when I last streamed, but here we are. But I'm back. We're gonna keep going what we were doing. Just as a reminder, this is what our team is currently. Last time we did this, I believe what had happened was that we slaughtered Giovanni on camera. And now today, we're gonna do the same thing to Sabrina, who is, as I've mentioned many times, a literal actual psychopath. But before we do that, I want to go into this gym that's right next to it. Not with you, because you're gonna get annihilated. No, we're gonna go in with Jolt. We'll start off with Jolt. And, so right to the left of the psychic gym, with really shitty floorboards, apparently, is the fighting dojo, which has a few people we can fight and just beat up, so we can get some free experience really quick, because, Sabrina's not a pushover. She has probably one of, if not the most insanely powerful Pokemon to this day, even. I mean, like, well, not to this day, I don't know, like, oh, yep, and, of course, silly me, forgot to put on the stupid fucking... I'm about to start on battle animations. We'll do that as soon as we're done with this, fight the next one, because we're gonna get seen by that guy, too. But yeah, that's basically where we're at. We're just gonna get some free experience, because Sabrina's Alakazam, even at this point in the series, was a fucking monster, and the only steel type that you could have at this point in the game, was Magneton / Magnemite, which I'm not even, which, like, you could go after and get at the, near the power plant if you really wanted to. And they are good Pokemon, so that's an option you have. But then the other option beyond that is to use a Dark type, and unfortunately, in Kanto, there are no Dark types. You could have a Umbreon, but the problem with that is that, for one, it never turns to nighttime in this game, nor does it turn to nighttime in any of the Gen 3 games, actually, so your only choice of getting an Umbreon is basically playing Pokemon XD or Coliseum and transferring it over. And currently, there is no way to do that for FireRed. So, the Eevee that you get from, where was it? Probably, I think Saffron is where it was from. You get, you only have the option of Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon, which are not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but they are not going to evolve into either Espeon or Umbreon, both of which would be far more helpful to you. Where am I going? Oh, here we go. I once thought I saw Night 1 to Sapphire just years ago, misremembered. No, there is literally no way for the day-night cycle to change in any of the Gen 3 games that aren't, yeah, in zero of them, actually. So the only way to get Umbreon is in Coliseum or XD, where, in Coliseum, you just straight up get one given to you. And in XD, you can choose at the beginning of the game to have, like, an item that helps you get any of the 5 evolutions currently available. So, there's this like moon plate thing you can be given that will go in your key items, and then when you walk around with Eevee for long enough, you'll get Umbreon eventually, which is certainly helpful. Umbreon to this, to this day in this generation is very, very, very bulky and will not die in one hit. Basically, it's just that tough, both HP wise and defensively. Why do the Bibles look like Ryu? That's probably what the... Did that guy tell me to take my shoes off? No! You're a dirty-ass dojo with floorboards that probably haven't been cleaned since the day you put them in. I'm not gonna fucking do that. Also, that's weird. You don't just yell that to a kid. I would know. You don't yell that kind of thing to a kid. Fuck you! Constant evolutions for the original multi-one really show how naked they are without them. Like, oh my god. No, seriously. Like, it's so unfortunate, like, no Crobat, no Slowking, none of them. You get none of them. And it's so unfortunate, too, because Crobat's awesome, but Golbat, by comparison, is fucking ass. And there's no Eviolite at this point in the game, so it was extra ass. If you used a Golbat, you're basically just telling the opponent, here, kill me. There were a few others, too, like Blossom, I guess, which is like, it's okay, I guess. I don't know. I've never used Blossom or Vileplume seriously. I don't really think that they're that great, but I don't know. I mean, they're not terrible. I just don't think that they're worth comparing compared to the other grass types you could have. Sorry, your name Mike? Yeah, then. Alright, now this dude's gonna be like, you beat us! Alright, I'm gonna fucking beat up a literal 10-year-old. Here we go! And of course, he's a black belt master, but he looks no different from the 4 other Ryu clones that are in here. He comes at you with something different. He's gonna at you with Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. And spoiler warning, after you beat him, you get the choice of either or. Yeah, I know it's tradition, but like it's still weird to yell that at a kid. Oh, that's actually gonna hurt a lot. Oh, High Jump Ticket didn't get its buff that it got in Gen 4. Because previously... Oh yeah, Kingdra too. Kingdra is a monster and would have made Seadra actually worth hunting for, but it's not. Seadra's fucking terrible. Okay, here's Hitmonchan. This dude's the more defensive of the Hitmontria. Oh yeah, you can't get Hitmontop either, that's another one. Hitmontop's pretty cool. Also, Hitmonchan's especially unfortunate in this game because it gets all the punching moves, which is like, that seems good on paper. The problem is that, for one, all the elemental punches are considered special because they're typing and how Gen 3 works. And the second thing is that Iron Fist as an ability does not exist yet. So yeah, so basically he's just like, I'll let you choose one of these. If you prize fighting type Pokemon, which one do you want? And the obvious answer is Hitmonlee. It's stronger and better. But honestly, I think the Mankey that you get is probably better than that, truthfully. Because Mankey's the fastest fighting type. It outpaces Hitmonlee by a fucking mile. And I'm pretty sure it learns more moves too, so it's really just not worth it. Alright, I'm gonna switch my bike back to my select thingy. And we're gonna keep going. And then we're gonna fight, and now after all this time, we're finally gonna fight Sabrina. It's been many years in the making. And by that I mean like 2 or 3 months. Which feels like years of streamer time, but we're finally gonna fight Sabrina. We're gonna fucking destroy her. Seadra's Kingdra's stats in Gen 1? I mean, I guess so, but it has like none of the, it's just a basic water type. Like, it has nothing going for it. Neo's the best fighting type, actually. Yeah, honestly, they probably use Brick Break better than most of the others. So yeah, oh yeah, this is my favorite part of this whole fucking dungeon. It's that you have to memorize war piles, and I don't know where I'm going, so we're gonna figure this shit out together. I'm put Red Meat in the front, because he can bowl over most of the early psychic types. So we'll just fight whoever we can as we teleport, and we'll eventually, hopefully, figure our way around. So you're gonna run into a lot of these, like, psychics that are cocky as shit, but all they're gonna come at you with is Slowpokes and, like, maybe a Kadabra. Alright, yeah. It's gonna go with Strength, and then we'll Hyper Beam whenever they have one guy left. hoping I can Hyper Beam her Alakazam and outpace it. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but, you know, we'll see what we can do. Oh, of course, and miss. That's great. Alright. Yeah, I think this dude just is just oops all slowpokes. As before, it's kind of puzzle. I mean, you kind of have to, because, like, all the rooms look identical. The only thing separating them is what trainer is at them, and there's multiple of the same trainer class in some of the rooms, so it gets extra confusing, because they all look identical. Oh no, oh, Slowbro's actually kind of a problem. It's very physically bulky, but Waratoros is 10 levels higher. We'll be fine. See that? We're fucking obliterating it. We'll be fine. I'm just gonna keep going left until I can't go left anymore. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna... Like, when I teleport, I'm just gonna be like, I'll just mash left and we'll just fight people. And eventually, we'll hopefully get to Sabrina. I hope. I'll tell you guys, the past few, like, months, I've been, like, dying to play this game again with you guys, but, like, just for multiple reasons, I just haven't... That's not a psychic type! You fucking liar, that's not a psychic type! That's a ghost! Oh no, we're not, no, I refuse. I refuse to do this. No thanks. That is not a psychic type, that's a fucking ghost! They really just ran out of it. Oh. You're gonna be like that? Really? Okay. Well, whatever. I just don't remember if, like, Destiny Bond carries over to the next turn. Yup, it does. Okay. Remember, it's very inconsistent on whether it does do that or it doesn't do that. It's very confusing. Whatever. Who cares? I feel like I made another fucking ghost. I'll just have Chris burn it to death and get it over with. I feel like Blossom could have been part fairy to make it feel more desirable than Vileplume. Maybe at Hypno or Arbok be part dark. In Gen 2 to remake could give us something for dark options. Gengar using Psychics, yeah. Well, I mean, yes, it can use Psychic, but, like, it's not a Psychic type. It dies the Psychic type. It's the whole thing with it. Well, like, Gengar probably would have been one of the most dominating Pokemon in the game if Alakazam just didn't exist, but it does. They made it poison for some reason, it just gets fucking annihilated by Psychics. All of them do. Alright, well, if they're gonna throw Ghost at us, we're just gonna have... I'm gonna Crisp in front. Until we get to Sabrina, because I'm not dealing with that. We'll heal Vaporeon in a little bit. Yeah, Hypno or Arbok being part dark would have been interesting, because, like, Hypno does have, like, a dark history, and Arbok's... You know, most dark types look evil, and Arbok is a fucking snake. So, that would check out. Oh, right, in between last session and this one, I remember I went down and I got a lot of money, and I also leveled up all my guys to be at Alakazam's level, which is 43, but through fighting, you know, with all this going on, you know, they're gonna level up a little bit above that, but that's fine. Honestly, we need kind of everything, all the advantage we can get, because her fucking Alakazam hits like fucking freight train. I also did go back and give Chris Rock Slide. I felt like it would be helpful for him to have it, because, like, he doesn't really get another rock move, and no one else on our team really, like... I mean, like, Nidoking does, but, like, I felt like it'd be better for Crisp. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Onyx Steel. That's another one they lost out on. Which is really unfortunate, because Onyx is fucking awful. It's so bad. Like, I've raised one to a Steelix in, like, other games. The process of raising it into a Steelix is one of the most, like, teeth-pulling experiences. It barely hits at all, which is really sad, because it's supposed to be a giant rock snake that, like, barrels through the ground and shit, but it barely hits anything. It can't take a hit that's non-physical for beans. Even if it's not stab, it'll die immediately. it learns nothing. You have to teach it basically all of its rock moves. And it does not learn Dig naturally. You have to teach it that too. And you don't get Earthquake to the end of the game, so it doesn't get that. And Iron Tail is locked behind the casino, so you can't get that either. And in this game in particular, like, it doesn't evolve into Steelix, so it doesn't get Stab on Iron Tail, which is Steelix's ace move. So that's ultra sucks. Like, yeah, but yeah, Charizard does have a pretty good. I mean, it's got a funky move pool, but it gets the job done. You know, Thunder Punch obviously to kill water types, and then it has Shadow Claw because it has a claw, so might as well make it able to learn that. Even though I don't think Shadow Claw has been relevant since Gen 3, basically. Actually, I don't even know if it was out in Gen 3. I'm pretty sure it was a Gen 4 move. Well, you know what? I don't remember. That could be wrong. Well, here's another ghost person, even though this is the Psychic Gym. We're not an Ekruteak. Oh yeah, I played a mod of FireRed called Hardened Soul, semi-recently. What a great... It's such a faithful remaster of Gold and Silver. It's so good. Like, the Gen 3 graphics work perfectly with displaying just how beautiful the place is. I had such a great time playing it. The music all sounded great. Like, you know, it was fun to play through. It didn't feel slow as shit like it does in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I thought the bells and whistles were like, you know, they curve the levels properly so you don't, like, fight weak-ass trainers throughout, like, majority of the games. You actually have competent levels and you fight bosses. It's just nice. Claw's probably gonna Megazord X. Yeah, because it has tough claws, right? That's like its whole thing, I think. Alright. Are you gonna fight me? Yep! Alright. You understand, don't you? Yeah, whatever. Click, mash A, win. The day that like mashing it at win won't just blow you through story mode is the day when fucking Pokemon like actually becomes good again. Yeah, I said it. Heart and Soul. Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. I had so much fun with that game. And it was fun to use like Gen 2 specific stuff. Like, I was able, like, I think they added some Gen 4 evolutions in there too. Like, you could have a Magnezone or a Mamoswine if you wanted. You know, just really cool stuff like that. I really, like, my hat's off to them. I love it when mods are made that are, like, different from, you know, what they're based on. Like, they have features that are just, like, that are just good. That are just like, we should just have these. And also, they let you put your Pokemon whatever balls you want, and they enable the follow function. So, you know, that's nice. Alright, we'll put Red V back in front. I think we're done with the ghost types for now. And hopefully we'll find our fucking way through. I stand corrected. Oops. Of course, I say, oh, we're done with ghost types. Then this fucking channel comes out. Go, Haunter! Whatever. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to slap it with Iron Tail until it dies. Oh, I mean, we're higher level than it, and yeah. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I don't know why they felt the need to make Iron Tail such a low accuracy. Like, again, it's 100 base power, but, like, so is Return when you get enough happiness. And that's not that hard, honestly. Need to figure out full team. Yeah, that's always the problem with playing new mods. You're always just like, what do I do? Alright, I'm gonna put Nidoqueen in the front, because this is... Oh, we already fought her. Alright. Well, now I gotta figure out where the hell I'm going. Let's try going this way. And then we'll go... Do we fight you yet? Yep, alright. So we'll try going here. We'll go down. Oh, I found it! Okay. That was easy. Alright, I'm gonna heal everybody up, because I do not want to go through all that again. I hate that there's no just, like, oh, you got to the gym leader. Now you can just, like, go straight to the gym leader. No, you have to do this. Also, this fucking thing pisses me off, where it's like, you have to go through mash A, and it still takes you back to the fucking, the bag, even though you don't need to do this. Like, you don't. It's, like, just do, you know... I don't even think they did it like this in Gen 2. Like, I'm pretty sure they just let you mash A until you revived everybody that you needed to. We need more revives, so I'll have to buy more of those. Yeah, it has less accuracy and power than Fire Blast or Thunder or Hydro Pump, which were all staples. So I really don't get what they were doing. I don't know. Alright. Alright, what's our strategy here? Well, honestly, my strategy is I'm gonna lead with Coast, and I'm just gonna spam Bite, and hopefully I win before she does. And that's basically what we're doing. Alright, Super Potion, we're gonna get her healed up. All the way up to full. Okay. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna stretch chat out, see if you hear any, like... There we go. Okay, now chat is easier to read. I've been rewatching the Hoenn episodes of the anime. Gonna watch Jirachi. I love the Jirachi movie. That's one of my favorites out of, like, the early Pokemon movies. I love that one. It's just so... I don't know, like, the music's lovely. It's, like, peak Gen 3. You know, and it made everyone want a Jirachi. You know, it's too bad that you're not gonna get one ever. Like unless you were able to go to like a GameStop in Japan, you're not getting one. All right, here comes Sabrina. All right, are we gonna get fucking destroyed, or are we gonna pull this out of our ass? Let's find out. Thankfully, Coast is extremely bulky, and we do have Toxic to put her Alakazam on a timer. So even if it does calm mine up, which it's definitely going to when it comes in, we can just do that, and then hopefully we'll be able to knock it out. Alright, I've got it to Red. She's going to blow a potion. Hopefully we get her to blow through all of her potions in the early game. So she can't use them on Alakazam. Okay, she's putting up a Future Sight. That's fine. Could be worse. Or the watch movies in proper order. Yeah, that's the thing about that. There's so many movies in the Pokemon series that it's hard to know, like, what comes before what. Like, there's, like, 5 movies with Mewtwo, all starring Mewtwo, and it's like, which one's which? I don't know. Ah, she really loves her Calm... I think she gives Calm Mind to you, actually. I think we can give that to Vaporeon, or we'll give it to Jinx. I don't know. We will give it to somebody. Alright, in comes Venomoth, the moth. The poison and bug moth Pokemon. Not a psychic type, but whatever. Anyway, moths can't swim, so we're just gonna fucking send an actual tidal wave at it. Oh, thank God that missed. If that confusion hit us, that wouldn't have been good. Thankfully, that was the first damage we took, and we have leftovers, so while it's trying to kill us, we can stall for time, too. Okay, there's our second Hyper Potion. Things are going as expected. I'm pretty sure the later gym leaders only have 2 Hyper Potions. You might have 1 more, I'm not sure. Nope, okay, that's it. Done for. Alright, this is what I've been waiting for. This is it, right here. This is the big problem. This is the big problem right here. It's this fucking thing, which has a Psychic that's strong enough to wipe out, like, 3 countries and Australia along with it. Alright, we're gonna set up the Toxic first. So just in case, like, Coast dies to some bullshit, like a crit Psychic or whatever, it'll still be on a timer. And I don't believe she has any full restores or, like, full heals or anything. Oh, shit! Oh, that sucks. I didn't know that I forgot that her Alakazam had Synchronize. I completely forgot about that. That's not really the thought that comes up when you fight, Alakazam. Are you fucking kidding me? You're fucking with me, right? When I say, oh, she has no full heals. There it is. There it is. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure we can take 1 more Psychic before dying, thanks to the leftovers, and that'll be enough to knock it out with the bite. Got her. There. Got him. There we go. She's done for. I was at the aired around that point. You got Kelly on the move for sure with Dom with some of the others. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird when they show like later generation Pokemon that are like really important. Like it's one thing when it's like Munchlax and Bonsly, it's like who fucking cares? But like when they show really important legendaries like Keldeo, which also had a very limited distribution, I might add. Alright, the Munchlax to be Pokemon up to level 70, obey you. Don't even worry about it. You probably won't get to level 70 before the game ends, including the post-game, so don't even worry about that. One will become wild, ignoring your orders in battle. Just don't reach Pokemon level too much to avoid that problem. Staying with you. Here's Calm Mind! This fucking thing that has become obscenely elusive ever since Gen 3 and onward. Getting it is a real pain in the ass for some reason. I forgot who could learn this, so we're gonna see who can, and then just go from there. Alright. Okay, so basically only Jinx can learn it, so we're gonna give it to her, because that's just too good of a move to pass up. I do like Taunt, I really do, but being able to boost is just so much better, especially with Lovely Kiss, so we can stall for time with Calm Mind. We're gonna do that. I love Taunt as a move. I love being able to just say no to the opponent, being like, oh, nope, no screens. No status moves, none of that. But Calm Mind is that's just too good to pass up. I can't say no to that. Alright, that makes 6. So, we've basically been... Oh no, we have to find our way back? Please tell me to let us use the escape rope to get out of here. Please tell me that I have an escape rope. Please let me out of here. Thank God! Thank God! That's so cruel, they wouldn't give you a way out. You have to find your way out? That's so cruel! I thought we were poor. Yeah, I thought so too. I guess she doesn't. Even if she did, I don't think I'd give it to her anyway. I know Espeon does. Oh, did Taunt get like a turn buff in later games? Yeah, that's fair enough. Alright, so we've explored basically everywhere on dry land. So our goal now is we're gonna go wherever we can go in the ocean. And what better way to start than to go to back home where it all started and go and ride the waves. Because Cinnabar Island is where our next badge is, and that's where we're going next. And we do have repels, so we should be okay on that front. Okay. Actually, it's funny. Speaking of the Pokemon movies, we're actually going to where Mewtwo was kind of created / researched. Oh right, I need the item finder because I forgot we're going to new places, so we need that item finder on to find items. Because I don't know where they're all located. I remember there's one. I think there's one around here somewhere. Nope, never mind. All right. We should probably put someone else in front. Red Me definitely needs some levels. We're gonna put you in front. Yeah, all of these got Calm Mind and Legends Arceus onwards, which I knew, but I thought Umbreon, Vaporeon, and maybe Umbreon and Sylveon got it too. I'm pretty confident Espeon can learn Calm Mind, because it's actually a Psychic type. I'm almost 100% positive that I had it learned Calm Mind in Colosseum and such. Maybe I'm misremembered, but I'm pretty sure I did. Although, thinking back on it, it's definitely better to give that move to Suicune, because holy shit, Crocoon goes fucking insane. Alright, so we're gonna fight some fishermen along the way. They're fucking easy street. Not a challenge in the slightest. I think after this gym, we're gonna go after the birds. Well, I mean, as many birds as we're able to go after anyway. Because there is one that I don't think we can go after until post-game. But we can go after Articuno. I don't think we go to Moltres, but we can't go over Articuno and Zapdos. Unless I'm mistaken about that, which I could be. I very well could be. And then in between streams, hopefully it won't take another few months, but I can grind up my team to get to the Elite Four levels, because, oh my god, the Elite Four, especially the Champion, are so high above your level, it's practically unfair. I don't know what they were thinking. Okay, I understand I just said you had all Magikarps, but do you just have, 6 Magikarps on your team? Oh my god. He actually has 6 Magikarps on his team. I gotta surf back home and heal. I've got PP to restore. I can't deal with this. These dudes are literal time wasters. Like, why even fight them for $2,000? Wow. Whoopee. What a waste of fucking time. That was definitely like a, oh shit, we're running out of ideas for trainers. Oh, don't worry. We'll just put a dude with 6 literal useless Pokemon right here. And it's like, oh, good one, Bill. That was a great idea. I might want to give the Amulet Coin to... Actually, who is holding it? I don't actually know. Oh, he is holding it. I was just thinking about giving it to Red Me, but apparently he's already holding it, so we're good. There's always that one guy in the old game with 6 Magikarp. Yeah. Too bad, yeah. And, like, they didn't give one guy, like, 6 Feebas, because they knew that no one was going to be able to, like, get 6 Feebas. Like, that shit's impossible in the older games. I mean, it's not impossible, but, like, the chances of it are so hilariously low for no reason. They were like, oh, do you want a special Gyarados that actually doesn't suck ass? Alright, cool. You're gonna have to spend literally, like, 8 hours fishing in random spots on this one waterfall to find it. Hilariously, Milotic's one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon. I love its design. Its shiny form is fucking gorgeous. But it kicks ass. I loved using it in Gen 5 UU. It just blew everything away. It was awesome. Oh, good. This dude doesn't have, like, 3 billion Magikarp. That's nice, at least. Well, that's how that kind of team was fine, was Rocket Petrol and 5 coughing and wheezing because they can all blow up. That, I don't know, that also seemed like just a waste of time to me. It's just like, oh, wow. Coughing and wheezing. Whoopee. Like, bro's supposed to be an executive. Like, your team should be better than that. I guess I figured they didn't have enough guys with poison types. Even though I'm pretty sure every Rocket Grunt uses either a poison type or a thing that uses Poison Sting. Like Sandshrew or whatever. Alright, I actually want to say, because I forgot to do that after we finished off Sabrina, so we're gonna do that. Alright. There we go. Anything here? Nope. Oh, I remember these two down here. These two are fucking amazing. Look at this. My sis doesn't get enough exercise, so I made her come. Literally just said that out loud. Literally was like, my sister needs to muscle up, so I dragged her out here with me. Cool. Milotic deserves a Mega. Like, as much as Flygon does, because if fucking lazy-ass Gyarados can get a Mega, Milotic definitely deserves one, for sure. Alright, we're gonna do, I think it's just 2-on-2, so we're gonna Hyper Beam that, then we're gonna do Thunderbolt on you, and you're gonna die. This is a funny gimmick. If he had an entire team, like, dedicated to just learning Explosion, it would be kind of funny. But they literally just gave him 5 coughings and wheezing because they didn't have anything else to do. It was like, oh fuck, we gotta put a boss fight here. What do we do? Well, I'm out of ideas. Just give him 5 balls, and then a thing with 3 balls. There we go. Let's body change his sister. No, seriously, how uncool, fucking toe-headed, bowl-cut piece of shit. Not gonna lose weight like this? She's built like a supermodel. What are you talking about? I'm tired. Can we go home already? God, what a mood. Like, you know, I love vacationing in Florida, but I had a lot of times where it's just like, can we just go back to the condo? Like, we've been here for like 8 hours. I'm tired. There's sand in every crevice. And the water's salty. And I'm redder than fucking ketchup. Can we just go home? And my parents would be like, no, we fucking ocean, whatever. It's like, yeah, oh, yeah, ocean. Alright. The ocean's filled with fucking jellyfish that would fucking kill me if I brushed up against them. But yay, ocean! I love swimming, don't get me wrong. In a pool, where there's no wildlife. So it gets everywhere. Alright, first of all, hi Journey. Second of all, it does! Actually! It, in fact, does get everywhere. Have you ever tried to get sand out of your car? It's fucking impossible. You could vacuum that shit all day, there'd still be like a dune of it left behind, somehow. I'm just like, in your house, like, you're like getting rid of all that. Like, sand specks are like tinier than gnats. Like, you'll never get them all out. And like, even if you don't get it out, like, you'll still like, it'll still be visible. You can still see it, and you'll try to like every time you get the vacuum out, go over it like multiple times, like over and over and over again, to no fucking avail. It just stays there. That one grain of sand has more suction power than the world's largest octopus. I know, it's funny, like, you know, you think me being me, I'd love the beach, and it's like, I like the sights, you know, the ocean looks cool. It's cool to sunbathe, but like the actual ocean itself and being on the sand, I'd rather die. I hate it. Oh boy. Okay, this dude's very physically bulky. We're gonna have to switch out to something else that can handle it. Jolt, go kill. We're having oysters for dinner. Go kill it. Raichu, such a lovely addition to the team. I love it. I love it so much. To be fair, it is one of the few Electrikes you can get that don't suck, so I mean, you know, take that with a grain of sand. Well, you know, maybe my opinion would change, you know, if I went with friends, because, like, every time I went to the beach, it's always with, like, family, and, like, I love my family, but, like, you know, you can't act the same way you can with your friends that you can with your family. You're just a different person when you're with your friends. Like, not like, for better or for worse, you know what I mean? Like, Journey, I have half a mind to kick you. I'm not going to. Obviously, I'm fucking joking, but I have half a mind to ban you just for even insinuating that Cloyster is that. Because that joke's... First of all, that joke's been done to death. We're all aware of the fucking Diamond and Pearl team. Or Platinum or whatever. Where the dude sends out an Augexing and the girl sends out a Cloyster. It's like, ah, it's Dick! Dick goes in, ah! It's like, alright, bro. You know what we should get? We should get, like... Because, like, when Slowbro evolves, it's when it has a Cloyster on its tail. We should get one of those with, like... When a or not, like a Shelder, I mean. We should get one of those for when a Cloyster evolves. Oh yeah, and Jolteon. Well, fucking Magnemite kicks ass. I fucking... Like, Magnemite slaps, especially in competitive. It just says no to Skarmory, and it's awesome. If Magneton could learn Calm Mind, it would have been a nightmare. Because, literally, Skarmory had nothing to hurt it with, because it double resisted both of its stabs. So all it could do was just sit there, while Magneton went to +6. That would have been amazing. Hargon's still silver? Oh, is that right? Okay, well, Gen 4, regardless. Rapid Sim is one of the moves where it's like, oh, it's so cool. It does so much in the anime, and then you use it in-game, and it's like, it sucks. Like, in competitive, it's invaluable for getting rid of hazards, but, like, otherwise, it's ass. And they definitely don't use the clear hazards in the show. You assume it's a good attacking move, because that's always what they use it for. It's like an attacking move where it's a thing they use to, like, deflect attacks. Whatever, like, you know, like Misty would do that with Starmie or whatever. But it doesn't do that. It does not do that. Separated Slowbro close thing is actually... Oh yeah! There were, like, beta sprites for that. I forgot about that. Well, they should do that anyway. I think that'd be cool. I know we've had, like, 5 different forms of Slowbro and Slowking and whatever, but, like, I don't know. I think that'd be neat as, like, a regional variant. You know. They definitely should have done that for Alola. That's for damn sure, because that would have made the most sense. To have an exotic Slowbro and an exotic Slowpoke in Hawaii. Because there's other exotic, like, creatures, like exotic, what is there? Like the Rattata, the Cubone. But actually, not even the Cubone. For some reason, some Pokemon have their entire line Alolified, and others don't. And they do that with Galar too, and I don't know why. Just make it all the same, you fucking cowards. Like, it's like Cubone has a split evolution. What are you doing? Oh, did my repel wear off? It sure did, and I completely forgot about it. Hold on, I'll set it back up. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Tentacle usually has an ability called Clear Body, which prevents stab reduction. But I guess that one had... What does it have? Liquid Ooze? Or what else is it? Fucking... Suction Cups? No. Well, maybe. I have no idea. No item here. Alright, fight me, fucking Speedo Man. Run up on a triathlon, me. Do you swim in triathlon? I've never done a triathlon. Mostly because it involves a lot of running. And I hate running. Even when I was in, like, peak physical condition, I hated running. I hated the feeling of it. I hated doing it. Swimming is just infinitely better, because when you swim, you don't sweat. Because guess what? You're in water. You're cool. You're fresh. And it exercises everything, not just your legs, so it's the best exercise. The only problem with it is that it's not super accessible because of, like, you know, you need to have a pool or a lake, and lakes are, and pools are expensive and lakes are dirty. Lakes are fucking dirty, dude. I understand Manjuna because it's a baby and Pichu and Pikachu, and Untouchable because Raichu is the older neglected child. Well, that's not neglected anymore, though, because, like, I don't know. I mean, it's not super neglected anymore, because, you know, it got 2 megas, which I don't know how those do, but I mean, they exist, you know, they're there. And to be clear, I love those Alolan forms. I think that most of them are good, except for fucking Meowth. That one's fucking terrible. I looked at his, because I played Sun and Moon, like, back in winter. The door is locked. Oh! Oh, right, we have to go to the fucking mansion. Oh, right, here's where we can revive our fossils if we want to. I have no intention of doing so, because I don't need them. I did consider Aerodactyl for my team. But when you get the Aerodactyls at level 5, and it's a pain in the ass to raise. And beyond that, like, if I waited this long to get Aerodactyl, I wouldn't have Fly, and that would be a pain. And also, I've got Charizard already, so I didn't really need more Fly. You have lots of friends? Oh, you could link up or whatever. We were going to check out the Union Room. Oh, I would, you know, if this game had online, there'd probably be like 1 billion people in the Union Room. If this connected online, you could just, like, talk to random individuals, like, in the Union Room. That'd be really cool, because that's what they intended for it, like, back in the day when you had, like, a wireless adapter for your Game Boy Advance, but no one used it, because, you know, it's a separate thing you have to buy for your already expensive handheld console. Wait for them to be in Champions. Oh, and they're not yet? Oh yeah, Champions. Goddamn, what a train what a train wreck. Oh boy. I mean, you know, it looks cool. I will say the animation. Oh, hold on. Shh. This music's so foreboding. It's just so, like, it's that perfect blend of, like, spooky plus, like, mysterious. I don't know. It's so strange. You remember the voice chat? It did! It did, actually. Me and Byron, we used to do that all the time, because back in the day, you know, like, back, like, that early on, you know, there was no Skype, you know? You know, there was stuff like MSN Messenger and Yahoo Messenger, but, like, there wasn't an easy way to be on a call and also play a video game at the same time. And the Union Room back in, like, early Gen 4, like, fixed all that, because, like, you wouldn't have to pay internet fees, you wouldn't have to pay any fees at all, actually, because it was just completely free. So it was a free way to talk to your friends over Union Room. You could talk while you were battling, too, which is really nice. That was a really cool idea. Hello. Wait, sorry, man, I thought you were a ghost. No, Lavender Town's, like, across the region. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh no, Intimidate. Anyway, alright. Die. It's like trying to drown a fish. It just doesn't work. Fuck, I'm gonna drop a thunder on this piece of shit. Deserves it. Oops, I forgot I don't have Thunder yet. I have Thunder Wave, which is not the same thing. If it glares me, I'm gonna... Alright. That was dumb. I thought we had Thunder. I was not paying attention. Whatever. We went out of Thunder yet, but we do have, Rain Dance, which is gonna be good for this upcoming gym. Even though, I'll be honest with you, Blaine's a pushover. We're gonna have no trouble blowing him away. He sucks. Have fun with it. I like that less items are making people think outside the box. Default choice items and boots. I have heard that, and I can kind of accept that argument. It just sucks that, like, the only reason some Pokemon are good is because there's a lack of other items. It just feels, like, false to me, I guess. Well, and I understand, it makes a very unique metagame, which is totally fine, you know? It's fun. But... I mean, what if you think Thunder Wave was an attack? Well, it's because I saw Thunder. I was like, oh, I have the Thunder move, and then I forgot about it. I also love that little dialogue there with the things like, it's a switch, press it, and then your character's like, oh, who wouldn't? And it's like, you know, you're right, Red. Who wouldn't press a button? Even if you were like 98% sure that it was gonna be a trap, you'd be like, I'd press it. I don't fucking care. It's a fucking secret button. It's probably full of magic and whimsy. Press the button. Alright, who's got a protein? I don't think my guys are fully EV'd out yet, so we can probably use this. I know that Red Meat isn't. We can definitely give it to him. He needs it. Yeah, I asked a friend of mine who plays, Pokemon Champions, I asked her, like, hey, nothing. Is this, like, is the game any good? Or not game, is Heracross any good? Because Heracross and his Mega are in the game, like, are they any good? And he was like, and she was like, no. And I was like, oh, my boy is terrible. It sucks. So unfortunate. Oh yeah, Lendarzius, you're right, you said that it got Calm Mind, so... Yeah, Calm Mind on a speedy attacker that also gives it, like, something of bulk. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna try to use Jolt most of this place, or just try to use someone that has, the Amulet Coin, because these burglars here give you a lot of money if you beat them. And I'll never say no to money, because then, even if I don't need to buy any more potions or whatever, I can still go and buy, like, some vitamins to top on Pokemon. It's unfortunate that there are no berries in this game that can lower your EVs, but I have no intention of actually EV training. It's just whatever. Yeah, so you look right there, like $6,000. You could it would be cool if you could rematch these guys, but you can't. You want to know why? Because apparently the VSA can just work in buildings for some fucking reason. It's awful, just outclassed by Caesar. I hate to admit it, but it really is just outclassed by Caesar. Like, it had its moment in Gen 2 and 3, and then 4 before Caesar got Bullet Punch. Then I got Bullet Punch that everyone was like, man, fuck Heracross, we want to... And it's like, man, fucking Heracross pulled you through all this shit, and you're gonna just abandon him like that? It's rude. So rude. Anyway, there's some lore here. July 10th, we christened a newly discovered Pokemon Mew. Oh yeah, there was a book, I think, downstairs that was like, we found a Pokemon in the jungle. We named it Mew. And then I guess that said, like, oh yeah, it said, like, we christened the arrival of Mew. It belongs to us now, I guess. Or we just made it, like, an official animal in the Pokedex. I don't know. Alright. Thing over here. There's a bunch of vitamins around here, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna be using those for sure. Calcium, that's going to Jinx. Jinx eats that shit up just as much as Raichu would. Alright, what's this say? July 5th. Oh, this is the first one, so we didn't miss it. We just went a little bit further ahead. I can't pronounce that word. Guyana? I don't know. Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered in the jungle, and that was Mew. Very interesting how Jesus is just stumbling around in in the jungle for some reason. I don't know what's up with that, but whatever. I like Heracross sucking a bull, but I hate that fucking gif. It's like, because it makes Heracross look like a fucking idiot. It makes it look like, oh, it's just an anime gag, it sucks, it just sucks on buds, that's it. It's like, no, Heracross is a fucking monster. Like, you're devaluing his potential, and that makes me angry. Alright, let's go, let's press the button. Press it, who wouldn't? Not me. I would. I'd press that fucking button. I'm thinking about pressing it right now. And I did. Alright, what's up here? Yeah, but like, just being in this way just kind of gives you the impression that like, something really wrong just happened here. And like, apparently that's the case. Apparently there were a lot of like, experiments done here. This is apparently where the beginning of the first movie starts. Where Mewtwo literally like, blows up the factory and everyone in it. Like, this, like, Cinnabar Island, this mansion is apparently where it all started. Pokemon's useless to steal a little guy. Hey, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's a little strange. Oops. It's just a little strange that it's just casually walking around the jungle. Like, it's supposed to be like a secretive little guy, but it's just hanging around the jungle, and they just miraculously found it. Which, I guess, isn't, like, super far from form because, you know, that's how we found all of the animals. We found them just by fucking wandering around and getting lucky, I guess. Max Potion. Alright, what's this? February 6th, Mew gave birth. We named the newborn Mewtwo. Yeah, so I guess you didn't know that. Yeah, February 6th is Mewtwo's birthday. I remember seeing in a popular opinion thread, and the Ash's Heracross's picture was specifically him sucking Bulbasaur. Was known for that. Sleep Talk in the Sinnoh region. Well, yeah, because, like, Sleep Talk was a legitimate strategy on Heracross. Because, like, it got Guts in Gen 4, and status was spread all over the place. And, you know, being able to blast a Mega Horn that has stab and a Guts boost is fucking insane. Like, that's awesome. So Sleep Talk's a very worthwhile strategy on it. And it did get the job done, you know, it did win a good number of fights. And, fun little fact, me and Byron, so there's that one scene where Ash fights Tobias, which is, to this day, I don't know how, like, if the people that wrote or even conceived that episode did not get fired for even the idea of it, I'll be shocked. I would have loved to have been on a wall when the writers were just like, huh, Ash's getting a little too far in the league, and we need to make more money. What should we do? Oh, I know. We'll just throw him up against a fucking edgelord with a Darkrai, and then we'll have him beat that. It's like, oh, yay, it shows that he's, like, strong, grown, or whatever, and then we'll just have him lose to fucking Latios. Like, no. That's so beyond stupid. Like, it was cool with the Frontier Brain, because, like, it's a Frontier Brain. It's not a random trainer, first of all. And second of all, there's, like, a backstory to it. There was build-up to it. This dude with the fucking Darkrai comes out of nowhere and just obliterates Ash. And it's like, no one wants to watch this. This sucks! Like, write better. Fuck. No one liked that. Everyone, I remember at school, was fucking pissed. Like, they had a fucking idiot with a Darkrai everyone knew was fucking... Like, everyone knew Ash was dead to rights from that. You know, that Heracross stayed with Oak most of Johto, and then when Bulbasaur got kidnapped by Oak, at least Heracross could have come back. That would have been nice. But, oh well, say Livy. You know, Ash not using his best Pokemon. Not a surprise to me or to anybody in the room. I'm lost. Where the fuck am I going? Hold on. I need to recompose myself before I keep ranting about the anime. And that thing I was going to get to about, like, Heracross, like, what it did. Where am I going? Am I going up? Am I going... Is that where I'm going? I think so. Yes, I think that actually is where I'm supposed to go. Hold on. Alright, let me... talk to you. Yep, okay. And then... I believe we go this way, and we go up. Yeah. Yeah, this looks right. Yes, okay. Ash was robbed of a Latias. He was robbed of a lot of legendaries. He could have had a Meloetta, gave that up. At least he got Melmetal. Melmetal's like the closest he's had to an actual legendary. Okay, so there's two pathways here. We're gonna follow down the right one. I believe the right one's on the right, but going down the left one gets you to, I believe, an item, so we'll do that first. Oh, fuck, it's Magnemite. Good thing I've got Brick Break, or that would have been annoying. But yeah, okay, so, there's that one moment when Ash's Heracross went up against Darkrai, and, you know, it did the whole Sleep Top Mega Horn thing, and, okay, and we can all agree that it hit that Darkrai dead center, right? Like, nothing in its way, like, the damage didn't get softened by anything, hit it directly, right? Well, we ran the numbers. Like, under the assumption that both Pokemon were of, like, even levels, we didn't worry about EV training or whatever, we were just like, fuck that, that's too complicated, we just ran the numbers based on, like, un-EV trained, neutral nature, you know, Darkrai Bad Dreams, Heracross with Guts, because it would most likely have Guts. We ran the numbers, and the damage that Mega Horn would have done, should have done, I should say, was enough to kill 3 Darkrai's literally from max health to 0. To 0. It would kill 3 Darkrai's and then deal half damage to a 4th one, if needed. That one Mega Horn should have made that Darkrai go to fucking sleep. But it didn't. Because anime. And that's the only explanation that I'm able to give. On the bright side, I did give Sceptile the honor of being the one to knock out Darkrai. And, you know, Sceptile is a legitimately powerful Pokemon, so I'm okay with that. But, like, I don't know. Hold on. What's this? I'm not ready for the Max and Vault episode of my rewatch because I'll just keep thinking of Bonnie and Dedenne. Am I, like, the only one that thinks Max is annoying? I just hate him. He's just so, like, he's just condescending. He sucks at battling. He's one of those kids where he thinks he's smarter than everyone else, but he's a fucking idiot. And then that one episode where, like, Ash, like, busted his ass to beat Norman. And then he's just like, I won, I got the badge. And then he has the fucking balls to rip the badge out of his dad's hands and run away. Because he couldn't bear the thought of seeing his dad lose, even though it's literally his job to, like, both win and lose. You know, to not be a pushover, but also not be an undefeatable rock. That's his job. You know it's his job. It's his job. You fucking idiot. God. Oof. Fucking annoys the shit out of me. Alright, anyway, there's a Carbos. I think we'll have more lore somewhere up here. Let's see. Oh yeah, his team that he brought was fucking turbo ass too. Don't go down that way. You will get thrown out and you'll have to come back in and start all over again. Like, he had Gibble? His Gibble sucked! It could have been a Garchomp. It could have been fucking amazing. Instead, it was just this derpy little asshole whose only and greatest feat, I must say, is constantly dropping Joker videos on Piplup, who, by the way, absolutely fucking deserved it. I hate Piplup. In the anime, at least. Like Just Dawn's Piplup. It's so fucking annoying. But like, Piplup in general, I think is adorable, and I love it. But, like, and like, you know who else he brought to that fight? He brought Torkoal. Torkoal sucks. Like, Torkoal in the games is okay. You know, I've used the Torkoal. It gets the job done. But, like Ash's Torkoal has one of the most disgusting, like, loss-to-win ratios I've ever seen on any of his Pokemon. I'd be brazen enough to say that I'm pretty sure that his fucking, like, his Chikorita won more than his Torkoal, which is saying something. His Chikorita's fucking terrible. Like, back then, especially, it was terrible. It was so bad. My god. Alright, what's this? Silver 1. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We failed to curb its vicious tendencies. So this is basically the lore where it's like Mewtwo basically got tired of being experimented on, and it blew up the lab. You know, all that stuff in the anime didn't really, like, happen in the games, so it's, like, unclear of, like, why it did this and what its purpose was or whatever. Or why it, like, got angry and blew everything up. It was just, like, it did it because it... There you go. Alright. I've heard some, like, contention online lately about, like, how the Japanese version is, like, really slept on because it tells the story differently, and everyone's like, oh, this is so much better. Obviously, like, the dub's fucking terrible. Fucking Japanese version is where it's at. It's like, I think they're, like, let's not try to play revisionist here. Everyone fucking loves Dub Mewtwo. Everyone loves the dialogue from Dub Mewtwo. Everyone quotes the thing where he says that, like, your circumstances of your birth are irrelevant, it's what you do with life that matters. Everyone remembers that. Everyone. It might be different from what the fucking original version had in mind, but it is no less as important. Let's not play pretend here, people. He was helpful against Darkrai. I'm pretty sure Gible got fucking annihilated by Darkrai. You know, just like everyone else that went up against it. Up to Sceptile. This is gonna poison. I can just tell. Or not poison, paralysis. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Cool. Well. See you later. Upside down ball with face. Torkoal's ass. I'm sorry, Anxious, but we're gonna disagree on that one. It's fucking... His Torkoal's... Like, Flannery's Torkoal was awesome. His Torkoal is just a fucking... What's the word the kids use today? Jobber? That's what he is. It's a fucking jobber. There's Blizzard, in case you want to teach that to Jinx, but I'm not gonna do that because Blizzard's really inaccurate. Alright. I also love that they made statues based on Mewtwo before knowing that it was gonna fucking obliterate them. The Bulls are strong like Glalie, Leavanny, and Kingler. I hate that he won't evolve his fucking Pokemon, like, mostly. And, like, I understand somebody's like, oh, what is their decision? It's like, well, you know what? Like, a kid can go into the store and be like, I want, like, 58, like, Weetabix bars or whatever. And it's like, well, you know, that's his decision, but should we honor that decision? No, because we know better. Because letting your Pokemon stay a baby means that it's gonna not be able to defend itself as well as it would if it was bigger. And that's the facts. Gible landed a meaty hit, and Tobias even said that if Gible landed Darkrai, Darkrai would have been in trouble, any other complete Pokemon would have been defeated outright. That's just pandering. I don't believe that for a second. They definitely wrote that in, try to give Gible some, like, late dubs, because they knew it's done basically nothing the entire series, and continue to. You know that was fluff. Because if that were true, then Heracross's Mega Horn would have 100% killed it, and it didn't. Alright, anyway, we got the key. We're gonna go and fucking beat the shit out of Blaine. Here we go. Alright. Heal me, please. Alright. Okay. You're restoring your Pokemon. Alright. Now we're gonna go and beat the shit out of Blaine because we can. And we need his badge to progress, so that's what's happening. Okay. Obviously, this dude's gonna be super weak to water, so of course we're gonna stick a water type in the front. So why wouldn't we? And even if we had to resort to using Lucky Feet does Thunderbolt, so she'll annihilate anything else that gets in the way. We're gonna be fine. Alright, let's go! Oh, you know what? Before we do that, actually, I forgot that we need to get some revives, because we're out of those. Oh yeah, we had these, sorry. A little tired. It's raining and it got a lot colder here versus what it was like literally like a few days ago. Carbos, speed. Jolteon. Alright, okay, no effect. Then we'll give it to Red Meat. And then I think we have his Iron defense. We'll give that to Coast. And then, what else we got? Alright, we'll put these... We're getting to the point where we're using full restores and max potions are starting to become worth it, so we're gonna probably pull those out of the box. So we just have them for later, because we're gonna probably need them. Oh, oops, I put them up a little too high. Let me do that. I'm very anal about this. I'm very anal about organizing. I love that in the later games they give you the ability to organize your shit. Because they normally... Because in the older games you don't, and it's annoying to have to continuously go through and back and through and back. Alright, Ultra Balls. We're going to need a few of these. As you can see, I did do like money grinding. We have a lot of money. We're gonna need a lot of these to catch all the birds. I'm gonna grab, I think like 48 is pretty safe. And then we're gonna get some revives. I think like 12 will be alright. How many follows we got? 20, it's fine, and then we have 5 escape ropes. We should be good for the remainder of the journey. Max repels, we're gonna get at least 35 more of those. Alright, we just spent over $10,000 or $100,000 in one shopping trip. We are very irresponsible with our money. Torterra was after evolving. That is true, but that was Ash's problem. Ash was raising Turtwig to try to beat something that it simply was not supposed to be. That was his fault. And Paul, you know, he's a cruel prick, but I mean, he was right. He called it out. Do you have any items? No? Okay, just wanted to make sure. Alright, let's go to our PC. We're gonna withdraw some items, because we need them. I save these rare candies for when we eventually go and, go and fight the Elite Four. Alright, we're gonna grab our max revives, because those are important. We're gonna grab our full restores and our max potion. Add them up, and then we're gonna keep these out, these elixirs and ethers out until we get to the Elite Four, because we need them. Because they are rare, and there's no way to grow berries in this game. Until, like, the post-game, I believe, so... Alright. But... I also didn't specify why I didn't want to evolve. Alright, well, you know what? It's stupid for not doing so. And that's my hot take, quote-unquote. Alright, so all these things are like, oh, if you answer them, you don't have to fight through, you can just go through. But I do want to fight them, so we're just gonna fucking go through and fight everybody to get the free experience and just go from there. So that's what we're doing. Quinn. Never known a dude named Quinn before, but that's your lot. I was really sad about. It was really sad that, like, you know, I looked into, like, Arcanine and Growlithe, in Gen 3 specifically, and, wow, it's terrible move-wise. I fucking love Arcanine, but when I looked into, like, potentially, like, using one for a different playthrough, it's terrible. Vulpix is a straight upgrade, because Vulpix actually has the special stat to keep up. There are no physical fire moves in Gen 3, and it doesn't learn, like, you know, Wild Charge or and like you can't give it extreme speed normally, so it's just unfortunate. Like Ninetales is just superior, which I know is heresy to say, but it is, at least in the case of Gen 3. Before then, it's just not that great, which is terrible because I fucking love Arcanine. Haven't done looking at and the anime definitely come into question though, but Dawn's Baneri should have evolved to being Gaga repeat. Absolutely. The second that she laid eyes on Pikachu, she should have just immediately, like, evolved and skyrocketed. I'm like, oh, but then they couldn't sell her the plushie, and then she wouldn't be cute. It's like, Lopunny is cute. You only made it hot because your devs are fucking horny. That's not our problem. Make Dawn have a fucking Lopunny. I don't care. That's why Gen 4 makes a fraud out of Entei. Oh yeah, Gen 4 and especially Gen 5, where I use it on my team. And I continuously use it for future Black and White playthroughs by having the competitive one that I had named Shamwell breed and make other cleaning product related Arcanine to sweep in the game. And I always usually play on hard mode on Black and White 2 if I'm able to. It's a little complicated because I have to, whenever I get the urge to do that, I have to go and like see like 3 different friends to get the keys that I need. You know, I like that they added the hard mode, I want them to do it again, but do not make it as convoluted as you did before. I don't know what that was about, making a difficulty slider lock behind having friends. Definitely a very obscure decision, in my opinion, but whatever. Alright. Wow, okay, whatever. You have no dialogue. Bye. Hello. I study Pokemon thoroughly, you can't- yeah, whatever. Poor Entei. Entei has so much aura and it's so cool, and it's voiced by Dan Green, and just all it's done for like 8 generations is suck ass. honestly, I don't think it was until like Gen 9 where it got like that alternate form where it actually became worth a damn. And that's unfortunate because that form of Entei looks fucking stupid. Like Raikou looks stupid. You know, it's a stupid giraffe thing. I'm not gonna deny that. And like, I don't know, Suicune's okay. Definitely, I think it looks better as a dog than as a Velociraptor thing or whatever, but Entei looks stupid. It just looks really dumb. There's a stupid fucking Triceratops mask on it. Ash should have had more happiness evolution. The fact that Lucario and Levani are the only ones he's had that was a missed opportunity with the kind of trainer that he is. Yeah, I actually agree. I agree with that. Yeah, and him not evolving Boldore to Gigalith was certainly a decision. Oh my god, like, I would take that moment of him getting swept by fucking Tobias over the entirety of the Black and White anime. That was so bad. So bad. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, they were like, oh, I know what we should do. We need to pull in our viewers back because the finale of Diamond and Pearl was, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Fucking garbage? Yeah, that's it. So what should we do? Oh, I know. We'll give Ash a fucking lobotomy and make him an idiot again. And then that'll get our viewership back, right? It didn't. If anyone was watching, it's only because it's Pokemon. And it's only out of, like, copium of, like, it'll get good eventually. It'll eventually get good. It'll be good. It'll be better. You know, if we just keep hanging on, you know, all the other seasons had rough patches. If we just keep hanging on, it'll be better eventually. It wasn't. It wasn't. I could make a whole video if I knew how to make videos, and I don't. But I can make a whole video on just how dumb my idea was to just, like, soft reset Ash's intelligence. I don't know what they were thinking. Ash, Robin, and Espeon? Yeah, true. Or an Umbreon. I don't understand why they're so averse to him using, like, dark moves. Like, even the Dark-type Pokemon he had never had a dark move on them, which makes no sense. His Krokorok slash, like, his Crocodile didn't have Crunch. His, like, Greninja had Cut instead of Night Slash for some ungodly reason. I don't know why. So dumb. Even in the Gen 7 anime, when the fucking, like, what's his name, Nanu or whatever, he was gonna hand Ash, like, the Z Crystal for Dark moves, he was like, ah, you know what, you don't use Dark moves, fucking whatever. It's like, explain more! If he doesn't use Dark moves, tell us why! Like, this doesn't make sense. Do better! Alright, I'm swapping in Lucky Feet for Coast, because Coast has gone high enough in level, and we have a ground move that Lucky Feet can use, so we're just gonna do that. Hello. I've been to a lot of gyms, this one misses myself. Oh, I can tell! It's because it's lame, like you! The fact that Ash has no evolution is certainly unfortunate as well. Bro, usually Dig is interpreted by, like, the other Pokemon coming up underneath the opponent and, like, uppercutting them. You had this giant dinosaur rabbit thing coming from underground and fucking uppercutting the shit out of you. We already laid through our protagonist while Ash was pursued a mentor. We wanted Ash to be Rusty first because of Sinnoh's end didn't lead the universe. One of the episode art. I don't know. They just really made a lot of. They just made bad decision with their bad decision and just kept going until the end of time. And it's just, it's so unfortunate. I think I would. So I've been debating on whether I wanted to give Earthquake to Lucky Feet or if I wanted to give it to Tauros. And like I think it's gonna be better on Tauros because then it could take on Steels and Rocks that otherwise normally couldn't. And we already have a decent enough ground move on Queen with Dig. I mean, it is a 2-turn move, but in single player, that's not too big of a deal. You know, Stab Earthquake would be cool, but I think having it on Tauros would just be better overall, personally. Fire's weakness H2O. Alright, nerd. I forgot about that. Our headcanon, the like Brett just makes up like titles for these people that he fights. Super Nerd Zack. Oh, whatever. I think it's saying that Dark moves are underhanded, which is why Greninja didn't have Nice Edge and had freaking Cut and Water Shuriken. Well, Water Shuriken's cool, and it actually does have like, you know, both in single player and in, you know, competitive. It's a really good move. Especially with Ash Greninja. Ash Greninja is a fucking monster. Which they're trying to slowly phase out of canon, but that will never happen. No one will ever let them forget. They can make all the Mega Evolutions and do revisionist, like, flashbacks of Greninja that they want. You will never make us forget about Ash Greninja. The pure aura and awesomeness that he had will never be forgotten until the end of time. It will never be forgotten. Well, yeah, him using the Water Shuriken as a blade was awesome. Like, all the fights in X and Y were awesome. It's astounding to me, actually. The best games... This is my opinion, by the way, but... You know... No, fuck it, you know what? This is the opinion. Black and White were the best... Like, Gen 5 as a whole was the absolute peak of Pokemon. After that, they've been going downhill game after game after game. The future games have good moments and shit, but, like, none of them hit the quality and perfection that Black and White 1 and 2 had. And I will die on this hill. Talk about Keep Ash Greninja in the next Smash game. Watch him even introduce it in the next Smash game, because I'm pretty sure that that's not his Mega. He does something, or it's not his, like, Final Smash, he does something else for his Final Smash. As far as I remember, anyway. I was on a tangent. Yeah, so, like, it's hilarious how, like, the Black and White anime is fucking awful, but the games are incredible, and then, like, the next generation later, the Gen 6's games are awful, but the anime is incredible. It's so good. It's so good. Like, what happened? They must, like, I don't know what changes they made, but good on them for doing that. Because Ash got his brain back, the budget went up, all was well. We're all rough ready here with the Gen Z, then Super Challenger, Burn Heal! Okay, whatever. Alright, I don't mean to cut stream short, but after we beat this dude and get to the Sevias, because that's immediately after this, we're gonna have to end the stream there. But I promise I won't take too long to come back. I promise I'll come back sooner than a few months for the next one. I'm actually gonna be on summer vacation pretty soon, like, for my job, so I should have more time to stream, hopefully. I don't know why I wouldn't. I'm looking into possibly getting a new job, actually. I got a second interview with a place, I won't say where, but it is with a place related to my field of study. And salary's really good. And the place just seemed really nice. The people working there seemed really nice. The cause was really good. You know, I was just like, this seems like a pretty nice, like, place to work at. I mean, they definitely were interested in me because they asked for a second interview in the first place, so I'm hoping that, you know, it works out and I get the job. You know, I was supposed to know by the end of this week, but I hadn't heard anything back yet, so I'm going to message them after Memorial Day and see, like, what the final decision is. Oh yeah, here's Blaine's ace Pokemon, Rapidash. It's gonna die. Wow. Lucky Feet is fast. Nidoqueen's not, like, a slug by any means, but it is definitely not, like, quick. Rapidash is fast as hell. I'm shocked that we're outspeeding it. I mean, I'm actually even more shocked that it survived that hit. Yeah, well, I mean, it depends. Oh, that's a crit. Well, it also depends on if I get the job in the first place, Anxious, but I do appreciate that. Was giving out somebody fun. Yeah, he had, like, 3, I think? He had Noivern, Hawlucha, and Talonflame. But at least all 3 of them are really good. They were all very strong. So there was that, at least. But it is nuts to think that he had 4 things weak to electricity on his team. That's wild. Oh, he's not done yet. Oh, already has... Oh, I was wrong. His Arcanine's his ace. Ooh, level 47. Scary. I'm pretty sure we can beat this dude. Alright, you know what? We were supposed to use Coast. We didn't, so I'm gonna go into Coast. I'm gonna fucking annihilate him. You wouldn't get a chance to use an item. You're gonna die here. You're gonna die right here, bro. It's over for you. Well, I hit kinda hard, actually. Whatever. Fire Blast TM for Charizard, please. Thank you. Coming in with that takedown. Doesn't do jack shit. See you later. And that's a one-hit kill. I don't think the takedown recall would have mattered. Arcanine is not very sturdy, specialty wise. And that's the game. I've done nothing, not even Ashes remain. You've earned the Volcano Badge. Yay! Hiding special stats of your I don't think badges do this anymore. Like, the idea of, like, you have to play through the game to have, like, the same stats as everyone else in, like, competitive. That's an it was an interesting kind of idea, but I'm kind of glad they dropped it. It seemed... I don't know. Because, like, sometimes you'd use other games as burner games to hold Pokemon, like, in your box, or, like, to grind TMs or whatever. Like, I know people that would, like, go through Platinum, get the Earthquake TM, transfer it over, and then reset the game just to get another Earthquake TM, because you only get one of them, and it was rare back then that Earthquake would be available that early. Fire Blast is the ultimate fire technique. You know, aside from Overheat and Blast Burn, it's definitely the ultimate fire technique. Don't waste it on water Pokemon, of which Zero can learn it. I'm pretty sure that even Gyarados can learn it at this point. Alright, let's get out of here, and I'm pretty sure that Bill, I think it's gonna be Bill, someone's gonna be waiting for us outside being like, you wanna go to the Savvy Island? And it's like, yeah, I do. That's free shit right there. Let's do it. It's like, okay, here we are. Should have thought about that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he really didn't use many of his old Pokemon ever again, which is unfortunate, but at that point he had so many that it would be kind of hard to juggle between all of them. Hey, if it isn't Jory, look, me, Bill, long time no see. I hope you're still using my PC system. Well, listen, we added some mid-story content that wasn't in the original Red and Blue. How about spending some time with me? Well, Island with far south called One Island. A friend invited me, so I'm on my way out there. How about it? You feel like coming with me? Yeah, sure. Alright, let's go. And his boat just magically appears. Unlimited TMs are great. I'm so glad that unlimited TMs were, like, I'm glad they were introduced. Such a great decision. Here we are. This is One Island. There are several islands around here, and this one is one of them. My friend Celio sent the boat to fetch me here. What kind of name is that? Whatever. He's in charge of the island's PC network by his lonesome. Am I telling you this now? Let's just go see Celio. And of course, he won't even let us explore. We just have to go immediately. I believe this is also the island where the move relearn is, so if you want to relearn something, you need to have, I believe it's 2 tiny mushrooms and 1 big mushroom, which means you're going to be going around catching a lot of Paris if you don't have them already. Bill, I can't believe you came out here. Well, absolutely. How's your research coming along lately? Oh, wait a sec. This is my buddy Celio. He's one dedicated PC maniac. He has one of these, like, giant-ass NASA computers here for some reason. This is Jory, rising contender as the Pokemon champ. That's really impressive. I hate to say it, but I was your aptitude for battling. Anyways, I'm glad to meet... I didn't ask. I'm glad to meet you. So how's your machine running? It's running fine, but we're too remote out here. If you need something, just don't link with your PC, Bill. Oh, yeah? Okay, let me take a look-see. Hang on, I think we can make it work. Let me help you, okay? Can't you wait for me just a bit? Actually, can I get you to do me a favor? Yeah, this one's called 2 Island. Very original. Picturing Bill as besties with a talking Celio. Like we see him as a human, but Bill's just like, isn't that right, Celio? And because Bill's fucking insane, all he hears is Celio or whatever. There's a guy around that runs a game corner. He has this thing for rare rocks and gems. We keep in touch, being fellow maniacs. Because apparently all psychopaths just have each other's numbers on speed dial, I guess. Whatever. What if they have Sabrina's number? Nah, she wouldn't associate with them. She's too cool. Can we get you to deliver this meteorite to him? We got the meteorite! Joy, if you were going to Island, please take this. And there's the Tri-Pass! This will let us get to 1, 2, and 3 islands. Whenever we want. There we go. You know, this too. Receive an extra page for the town map. I'll catch you later. Say hi to the guy for me. Alright. Well, Atlas Norris volcano has erupted lately, so why not enjoy a hike? It's active? That's terrifying. Dun, I know it. Yeah, the one unfortunate thing about being here is that your PC does not work because it doesn't link with Bill's, so the whole crux of the journey is to go get a meteorite, I guess, which will then allow us to connect to the internet or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's heal up, and then we're gonna say goodbye for now, and I'll say it now, we will come back next week to continue our journey. We're gonna go through the islands, and we'll catch the birds, and then we'll tackle the AF Gym Leader, and then I'll need some time in between streams for then, because I need to, oh look at that, 777, because I'll need time to grow my Pokemon up to stand a chance against the Elite Four, because they're fucking brutal in this game. So, thank you all for popping on. I'm sorry this is a little shorter. I've had something come up. I need to go and get to it. But we will find someone to raid. I don't have our matches in mind. We're just going to go and just raid normally. Let me see who's up right now. Well, the game's too recent. I don't want to spoil that one. 2003 Bill. You fumbled this bad. Hey, Bill's on. Don't be mean to Bill. He's still on AOL. Alright, let's go raid into Brooke, who's currently playing Twilight Princess. Raid, there we go. Should be working. Alright, we're gonna go raid into her. She's currently playing Twilight Princess for her Zelda-thon. Go and say hi and be nice, and all, as always. And thank you again for coming in. I know I've been gone for a while, but I promise I will make time and be back next week to continue this, and then we can continue playing more video games, having more fun, and then when summer rolls around, I'll have even more time, so that'll be fun. Okay, see you guys later. Take care. Bye.